fighter coming into the ring. And this gets interesting because of the story behind this fight. Hideto Kondo to go up against Sidney Silva. And maybe we should wait for the introductions to complete themselves before we get into the story of the weigh-in. But let's just say that this is going to be a fight full of some bad blood.
Definitely turn into a grudge match. We'll elaborate again, but Kondo coming from Sakurai's dojo, so you're definitely going to know he's prepared by one of the best lightweight fighters in the world.
Yeah, Sakurai, long time considered one of the greatest pound-for-pound fighters in the world. And Kondo comes in only 18 years old, an 18-year-old phenom.
Fighting out of the red corner, Sidney Silva.
Now, aside from Sidney Silva wanting to knock the head off of Hideto Kondo, he also has to overcome the obstacle of having dropped from 170 to 160 pounds. And it'll be interesting to see how he's affected perhaps by that weight loss.
Exactly. He even started, I believe, fighting at 185 and then went down lower. And now I still don't know how he even makes it. The guy's a big guy. He's got big bone structure. For him to cut that much weight, again, like you said, we'll see if there's any detrimental advantage. You may recognize the guy who's in his corner by the name of the axe murderer, Vanderlei Silva.
Vanderlei Silva in the corner of Sidney Silva.
I'm not sure if that's a plus or a minus when you have a guy who's a warrior that fights all comers. I don't know if you have to kind of feel you have to fight at a different level.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of our feature bouts of the evening in the 160-pound weight class. Fighting out of the blue corner. He's representing the Mock Dojo in Tokyo, Japan. Cornered by Dream Fighter Hideto Sakurai. Please welcome Hideto Kondo. And ladies and gentlemen, fighting in the red corner, Icon Sport North American champion at 170 pounds, moving down to the 160-pound class. He's representing HMC in Brazilian Freestyle Jiu-Jitsu in Hawaii, being cornered by Vanderlei Silva. Please welcome Sidney Silva. 3 of 5-minute rounds at Eugene's command.
Sidney Silva got a star-studded corner, has 3 black belts in the corner. Marcelo Dentino, Romulo Barros, and of course, the black belt in Vanderlei Silva.
Some star power in both sides. As of course, you have Sakurai in the corner for Hideto Kondo. But going back to the weigh-in, Sidney Silva did not make weight. And so it was asked of him to make a special request from Kondo and Sakurai for special permission to still hold the fight despite the fact that he was a couple pounds over the necessary weight. So he went through the process of, in front of everybody, asking for permission to fight this fight very nicely, a lot of respect. And Kondo and Sakurai said, make the weight.
Needless to say, Sidney Silva was not happy about that, and some 4-letter words probably got dropped. So, definitely turned into a grudge match.
These are going to be 2 very technically sound fighters here throughout the course of this one. Scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Going upstairs is Silva. That was a nice one.
Very polished. Every single fight, he's been polishing his stand-up. He's always been a great ground fighter, but he's been working a lot on his stand-up, and you definitely see every single fight getting better and better.
Coming in with a published record of 6-2 is Sidney Silva. Nice with the combos. Free with the hands, also the leg kicks.
Now 160 pounds, he becomes a tall, lankier fighter, and definitely using it to his advantage.
He has trimmed down considerably in his size, getting ready for this fight at 160 pounds. I mean, it's almost unbelievable that Sidney Silva is fighting in this weight class.
He's also working out and training with Vanderlei's chief trainer who went up to Vegas and trained with those guys at Extreme Couture.
Going upstairs, Kondo able to duck under that one for the most part.
Very nice stand-up out of Sidney Silva.
Kondo, by all accounts, though, a dangerous man himself. That one hurt. That leg kick spun Kondo around.
And also, Mark Sakurai told him earlier that they said Sidney Silva's a black belt, right? He said, yeah. He says, my guy don't tap.
Just to add a little more fuel to the fire. As they are up against the ropes.
It's definitely not funny how normally the Japanese are very nice exchanges
Well,
there.
they were swinging away. Nothing really landing flush, but they were swinging away.
Like I said, usually Japanese fighters are nice, calm, quiet, respectful guys, and Mark Sakurai comes from a different breed, man. He definitely knows how to get under the skin of his opponents.
Kondo trying to go downstairs, then upstairs. But Silva's leg kicks definitely the most offensive of weapons so far in this fight.
Definitely. Causing some damage, and you see the way he steps down land and mixing up his hands as well as his leg kicks.
Look at that. Silva has those leg kicks locked in.
Most definitely trying to stalk Sidney Silva, but definitely getting paid for it. Nice leg kick.
With that size disadvantage, I mean, he's going to have to withstand that to a degree to get inside on Sidney Silva, and Silva's not letting him do it. Buckles him a little bit with that leg kick. Now following him into the corner. And if Sidney can somehow get this position.
Gonna try to see if he can step over that and get an armbar, but we'll see, kind of awkward situation here. And to control that wrist.
This could be bad for Kondo. There's the tap.
His arm was bending back prior to that tap.
Sidney Silva with a dominant performance over Hideto Kondo. And there's Vanderlei Silva right there to greet him and congratulate him. Well, all of the gesticulations coming from the weigh-in, all of the posturing, it wound up being all Sidney Silva in this fight.
Very impressive showing and very impressive debut at 160 pounds.
Official time, 3 minutes, 40 seconds, round number 1, armbar submission, Sidney Silva!
A guy who just appears to be getting better and better as each fight comes his way, Sidney Silva.